Good afternoon, students. Welcome to our WebAdvisor tutorial. As you can see, we are going to be recording this. That way, if you need to revisit it later, we can go ahead and post that on our RAM Ready webpage, and you'll have the opportunity to view it later on. And it also gives other students who missed out on today to be able to view it as well. So today we are going to give you some pointers on WebAdvisor. Hopefully you will be able to learn how to navigate it easier, learn what functions are available in there, and just get some overall better insight in the application. This is part of our RAM Ready New Student Welcome event. And throughout this event that's happened this week, we've held many live sessions. We have a self-guided presentation on our webpage. We have a Canvas course built specifically for you to practice how to use Canvas. And then we have a survey that will happen at the end of the week. So this event is designed to help you navigate your first few days, first few weeks of the semester so that you will be successful in your new online learning platform. We will post our RAM Ready webpage in the chat. We also have it at the end of our slides of these presentations. But we just want you to remember to go back to our webpage if you have not taken advantage of all the videos and resources that we have for you. Make sure you fill out that survey at the end of the week. Tell us what you liked, tell us what you would like to see improved, and get the opportunity to win one of our gift cards. We will post these, like I said, at the either end of the week or at the beginning of next week. So just revisit our page, which we'll post later on, if you need to revisit any of this information. If you've never used Zoom before, we just want to go over some quick reminders. Make sure that you do keep yourself muted. We want to make sure our speakers are able to get through their presentation. At the end, you will have the opportunity to ask any questions, and you can either unmute yourself or you can post those in the chat. So at the bottom of your Zoom screen here, there's a little chat icon. Just click on that, post your question in there, and then we'll get through the presentation and answer those questions, okay? I am going to turn it over to our presenter, Ray, and he can go ahead and introduce himself and his colleague.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Ray, and I'm a student ambassador at Fresno City College, and I'll be your presenter today. Along with me, I also have another ambassador with us. Her name is Alyssa, and she will be monitoring the chat. So if you have any other questions at all during the presentation, feel free to put them in there. She'll help you out with that. Okay. So today, during the WebAdvisor tutorial, we're going to show you how to log into WebAdvisor, review important notices, any useful student information that you will need to know, an overview of WebAdvisor entirely, and like I mentioned, we'll answer any questions that you have in the chat. Okay, so first we're going to start off on how to access WebAdvisor through My Portal. So if you go to the Fresno City College website, you'll see at the top right corner where it says My Portal. You'll go ahead and click on that, and it asks you to log in. We do recommend that you use Google Chrome, because if you use any other browser like Safari or Firefox, they will give you errors, so just be aware of that. And once you get to the login page, for your username, it's going to be your ID, and your password is going to be your first, last initial, birth month, birthday, and year. And make sure that the row you select at the bottom is student when you log in. And once you log in, it's going to take you over to favorite apps page. You notice WebAdvisor is at the top. Note that you may need to update your communication preferences if you haven't done that already. And once you've done that and filled that out completely, you're able to continue on to WebAdvisor by clicking on the link. And once you access that link, it's going to take you to the WebAdvisor homepage. So here you'll notice has the login option at the top right, students menu right below that. And on the left side, if you have problems logging in, you can click any of those links and they should be able to help you out and have you log in. So let's say you can't log in, you don't remember any of your information like your ID. There, just input your last name and your social security number and hit submit, and it should let you log into the WebAdvisor. And it'll take you to this page. This is the students menu. The first thing that you're going to see is the important notices up at the top. And there you'll see where it says it has deadlines, it has registration dates, and the difference and between synchronous and asynchronous classes. So just keep those in mind. They should be different for everyone, and just something to keep an eye out for. Up at the top, it's going to say update contact info and new student links. So there you can update your address, your email, and your phone number. And right below that is the new student links, and you're going to notice where it says search/register for classes. So when you're looking for classes, you're going to hit that one, and it's going to take you here to the new student links search register page. Right here, you're going to select the term up at the top for the term that you'll be registering for. In this case, it'll be spring 2021. And for the location, it'll be Fresno City College. When you're looking for your classes under subject, you'll look for it. It's like, for example, English, and the course number 1A. And you don't have to worry about the section number unless you're looking for a specific class, specific professor. And right below that is the days that you would prefer going to classes. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and so on. The time and date that you prefer to start. And right below that is the submit button. And once you fill out all the credentials there, it'll take you to a page that shows which classes are available, meeting your needs and your schedule. So once you select the classes that you want, it's going to take you to the My Cart page. You'll notice where it says action, and it'll show the class that you selected. They'll give you 3 options: register, to remove the class, or to waitlist it if you do want to end up on the waitlist. And you'll notice here on this side where it shows the three numbers here with the 2 slashes. So the first one in that spot shows how many spots are available in the class. The one in the middle shows how many students are allowed in the class, and then the one right after that is how many are on the wait list. And you see there it shows 0, so the class is completely full. And you will notice sometimes it'll give you a red error message. It means that your action did not go through, meaning that 1 or 2 of your classes are conflicting with each other, meaning that you selected them both and they both are happening at the same time, so that you have to look for a different one because it won't let you register for it. And moving on for that is the manage my waitlist. So in that option, if you do end up on the waitlist, you can go and check the classes that you have waitlisted. And let's say you get the permission from your professor to add into the class. There you can, for the action, you can hit register and then click submit, and you'll be able to register into the class once you have that permission from the instructor. And then right below that is my class schedule. So once you register for your classes, you can hit that link there and it'll show you your class schedule for this semester. So the term you'll be selecting is spring 2021. And you hit submit, and it's at the bottom, it should show your class schedule, what it would look like, the times, dates. It also shows the credits, the start dates of your classes, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, and moving on from that is important information links. This is where it's located at. And going more into depth, it'll show you the registration eligibility information. So what that is, it shows you the date that you registered for classes, and it'll show you your registration standing. So it'll show good or say otherwise, and then it'll show your ID number here over where it says email address and your email. Okay, and right below that, or 2 below that, is the sign up for Forced to Know, is to receive emergency text alerts to your cell phone. So you'll require your phone number and your service provider. And the next one for user account, in case you need to reach the district email address is located right there. Next, we'll be covering the financial aid links. So right here, you can check your financial aid status by term. So for the spring 2021 semester, you can check your financial aid status. Here at the top, you hit submit, and it'll show you how much you're projected to be getting throughout the semester, the financial aid package. And the one right below that is the financial aid award letter. This is how much you're supposed to be getting at the beginning of the semester toward the end. It'll show up like this here, showing you a letter that's attached to it and how much you're projected to be getting. It'll include your award letters for the school year and will be divided into financial aid received in the form of waivers and grants. At the bottom, it shows the financial aid direct deposit. If you don't want to have your financial aid mailed to you into checks, you can set up your direct deposit, but you will have to get your bank account information in order to do that. And finally, the documents. If the financial aid office is missing any documents from you, it will show up here. You will need to turn in all the documents to the financial aid office to complete your file. Check your student email daily for any correspondence from the financial aid office. So they'll let you know when your documents have gone through or if you're missing any. And here, if you click on My Documents, this link will show you your financial documents and their status. If you do not have missing documents, it'll show there that you have none missing, which means you're all set. And finally, we'll move on to registration. So here, registration, holds, and academic legends. Holds prevent you from registering. This list contains the abbreviations, description, and where to clear them. And again, like earlier, this also shows the registration eligibility, your standing, the date you registered for, and your email address. Okay, and moving on, I'm going to show you the holds and academic legends. So all of these here are the abbreviations for them, and then the description for them. So for example, this one, ARADD, the description, you need a current mailing address and our phone on file. Where to clear that, you have to log into WebAdvisor and then click on update address telephone, allow 24 hours for the hold to be cleared. So it just shows you what the hold is, the description of it, what it entails, and where to clear it. And finally, at the bottom is using authorization code. So this link will give you access to input the codes that your professor should be emailing to you, and you end up having a waitlist a class and you're waiting for them to clear you for that. They'll give you a code where you can type that in here at the bottom, and you'll be able to submit it and you'll be registered into that class. And for the class number up here, it'll be the section number of the class. So the last 5 digits at the end of the class, you input that there, you submit it, and you're in the class. Well, next, we'll be moving on to the academic profile on the right side of the student's menu. So first, we're gonna show you the transcript request status. So if you need an official transcript for a specific reason, sometimes outside scholarships require them, you can request one here. There will be a form to fill out. And if you need to order your transcript, you can, once it is requested, you can use this link to see the status of the transcript. It usually takes about 1 to 2 weeks after you order it for you to receive them. And then for the registration and fee balance statement, you can choose a specific semester and it will direct you to a page that shows the classes you were enrolled in and the amount that you paid. If you need to, for any reason, view or print your unofficial transcript, you can go and view that there. You can go as far back as the first semester that you started at City, and all your classes will be listed there, along with the grades that you've gotten. And like I mentioned, you can also print it out just to see what standing you're in and what your grades are from the previous semester. And now we're going to go over the financial information and other services. So here for financial information, you can view your 1098-T forms, but that is mainly for tax purposes. And at the very bottom where it says refund request, you can go and request refunds from whatever you need. So if you need to drop a class before the refund deadline, you have to fill out this form. If you drop a course within the 2 weeks after the start date, you'll need to fill out a form with a first and last name, the term, the type of fee, and the reason for the refund. And after you fill that out, you can go ahead and submit it for it to get reviewed. And also for other services, there's also voter registration where you can go register to vote. And next, moving on to student self-service and making payments. So under student self-service, that'll be student finance, view/play on my account. Same link under make a payment if you notice that there. So if you click on make a payment or enroll in payment plan, you can go and review the balance that you owe so that you're able to make payments to whatever it may be, whether it's your class, parking passes. Select the term to pay to which term you want to pay and continue at the bottom of the page, and you'll be able to pay from there. And that concludes the WebAdvisor overview. Thank you for attending. If you have any other questions, don't forget you can also input the questions at the bottom of the chat, and we're here to answer any questions you might have. And that pretty much concludes it. There are also more live events during RAM-Ready week, so if you need to sign up on the webpage, fresnocitycollege.edu/RAM-Ready. Check your student emails daily for any updates on that. And I'm going to turn it over to Andrea.
Thank you, Ray. So go ahead and go back to the first slide that you had with the important notices. I want to just go over that real quick. So the important notices, some of you might be wondering if your class has what type of class you're enrolled in, right? Everyone's going to be going online and accessing their course materials online. However, some of you may have what we call synchronous classes, and those are classes that you may need to attend live sessions. So I want to just go over the synchronous and asynchronous information just to make sure that students know what that is. Can you put that on your presenter screen, please, Ray?
Yes.
You're probably going to have to find it again. It's not going to let you
Oh, it's not going to
get it from there. No, you'll have to find it again.
Okay.
So while he's finding that, some of you might have classes listed in WebAdvisor that say your class information is TBD or to be announced or to be arranged. Most likely those classes are 100% online, and you're only going to be checking into your Canvas account and fulfilling all of your requirements for your class there, all of your assignments. So if these synchronous classes that's highlighted here in yellow, this means that it's a combination of using your Canvas courses, using your Canvas account, and also attending some live sessions that your instructor may be posting. So they might be utilizing Zoom or other video conferencing, live chatting, live streaming lectures, and you will be required to attend those. So you want to just get familiar with the wording that is located after each of your classes to kind of determine if it's a synchronous class or if it's an asynchronous class. Again, the asynchronous classes are pretty much self-guided, which means you'll be logging into your Canvas, you'll be completing your assignments by their deadlines, but at your own pace. So you have the semester to kind of do those things on your own while you're adhering to the deadlines. So if your classes still say lecture internet dates to be announced, web-based instruction to be announced, you can check in with your instructor, but most likely those classes will be done on your own or asynchronously. Did we have any questions in the chat, Alyssa, yet?
No, there are no questions.
So students, most of you have already registered and you're in your classes. If you need to make any changes to your schedule, you are only going to be allowed to do that until tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Our registration cuts off so that instructors can get ready for their semester, get their rosters ready, and that way they know who is in their class for the semester. However, those of you that are on the wait list, you may still need to add that class if the instructor has room in it. So Ray, can you go ahead and find the wait list information again? You showed that earlier. So if you are on a wait list, then technically you're not in that class, but it will show up in your WebAdvisor account. So it will show up in your Manage My Waitlist. If the instructor has room for you, they will let you know that they're able to add you, and they'll give you a code. So here you should be able to just go in and add that class. If you're having trouble adding that class, they may give you a special code. You'll have to enter that, but just follow up with the instructor if they're allowing you to enter their class off of the wait list. Do we have any other questions about WebAdvisor? Now is your opportunity to ask. We have our students and our staff here to help you. If you're having any trouble with WebAdvisor, if you need us to go over any more of the financial aid information, how to find the information there, how to look at your award letter, or any of the registration aspects of WebAdvisor. Okay, well, we will stay on for a little while to give you the opportunity to ask. This, again, we will post our recording probably either at the end of the day tomorrow or the beginning of next week in case you needed to revisit it. We are pretty much done with our presentation. So if you have any questions, again, unmute yourself. You can ask them. You can post them in the chat. Or if you feel like you've gotten the information you need, you are free to go ahead and leave this meeting by clicking the button at the bottom of your Zoom screen that says Leave Meeting. We hope that this gave you a little bit more insight into WebAdvisor so that you can navigate it a little easier. If you need to stay on and ask us questions, feel free to do that. We'll stay on for a few more minutes. Otherwise, we hope you have a great first day of the semester. Staff is available until tomorrow at 5 o'clock, so you can always call into any of our offices, access our website for our contact information, and then we will be here on Monday for the first day of school to help you as well. So feel free to leave this meeting if you are all finished, and we'll stay on for a few more minutes. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, Blanca, for that feedback. We appreciate it. Thank you for coming. We know it's hard to get on Zoom sometimes, so thank you for joining. And for our students who are left, if you have any other questions, you can unmute yourself and ask those, or you can also post it in the chat. Either one is fine.
Can you please show me how to do it again from the beginning on how to log in?
From the login? Yeah, so go ahead and go back to the login screen, Ray, for the portal. And I wanted to just clarify this real quick for students. If you have never logged into your student portal before, you will have that generic login information, which Ray went over talking about your student ID number and your initials and your date of birth. However, if you have logged in before and you've changed your password, you'll need to make sure you're using whatever password you created. So Ray, will you just go over the slide real quick again?
Yeah, so if you've never logged into WebAdvisor before and you still have your password exactly how it was, like the first and last initial and your birth month, birthday, and birth year, you should be able to log in with ease without any problem. But if you've logged in before, and just make sure that you remember your password and you're able to log in. And it's going to take you to this page here, the WebAdvisor page, or not exactly the WebAdvisor page, but the My Favorite Apps page, where you'll see WebAdvisor, Student Email, and Canvas. You want to select WebAdvisor, and like I said, you may need to update your communication preferences if you haven't done that already before it lets you continue on. And if you update it and you're all done with that, then you can go ahead and continue and hit the WebAdvisor link, and it'll take you straight to the WebAdvisor site.
So go ahead and go back real quick on the menu, Ray, to the My Portal page on our website. So I just want to clarify for students, when you log into your portal, all of your apps will be in there for the things that you need for school. So for example, WebAdvisor is in your portal, Canvas is in your portal, self-service is in your portal. So you always start at My Portal. And once you log in here, go ahead and go to the next page, Ray. There's a little you'll see it down. It's the third picture here on the bottom, but it says dashboard. So once you log into WebAdvisor, that's what you're going to be looking at. You're going to be looking at your dashboard, and it's going to show you the different apps that are available. So Ray called them my favorite apps because that is what it says when you log in. So it populates automatically for students based on what is popular for students, right? You need WebAdvisor to register and search for classes. You need your student email. You need your Canvas. So this is what you're going to see when you log into my portal. These are all separate apps that you'll need to be checking throughout your time here at Fresno City. So hopefully that answered your questions, Hans. If not, just go ahead and ask us again.
It did. Thank you very much.
Perfect. And then Bertha messaged me, and her question is, she's taking a bookkeeping course and was wondering if the start date and time will show up on the first day on Canvas ahead of time. So it depends, Bertha. If you're enrolled in the class and the class begins on Monday, you may not see your class pop up in Canvas until Monday. Your class might be a short-term class, meaning it's only 9 weeks of the semester or a portion of the entire semester. It will start on that day, whatever's listed in WebAdvisor, and then it will populate in your Canvas. Ray, go ahead and go to the screen where you're looking at my schedule. And Bertha, I'm going to kind of show you on here how that may look for your class schedule. Perfect. So down here at the bottom, once you select the term that you are wanting to look at, can you go back, Ray? Once you select the term that you, right there, once you select the term that you're wanting to view, you'll see down here at the bottom your schedule populates. So for this student, they were enrolled in this Engineering 10 class, and it gives the start dates. So you want to check your WebAdvisor schedule and look at your start dates. If it says that it starts January 11th, your class should populate in Canvas on the first day of school. Some instructors can post it earlier, and that's great because students can go in and start looking at it. However, if it says that it starts in February or March, most likely it will not populate in Canvas until the start date. So just make sure you know what type of class you're enrolled in. Full-term classes start at the beginning of January and go through May. Short-term classes may start later or they may end earlier. So you just want to make sure that you always look at the meeting information that's listed in WebAdvisor. Very good question. Do we have any other questions? Good questions. Thank you for asking those. Okay, well, we are going to go ahead and conclude this meeting then if we don't have any other questions. Again, thank you so much for joining us. If you need to reach out to us, our information is on our RAM Ready webpage, which I'm going to go ahead and post in our chat right now. We are the College Relations Department, so if you have any questions, you can just go ahead and either contact us by phone, contact us by email, or yeah, pretty much those are the two ways to reach us right now. So I'll go ahead and post that, and then we will go ahead and close this meeting. So go ahead and copy that link over if you need to, or visit our RAM Ready webpage by just going to our main Fresno City College website. Thank you very much.